Thank you so much for joining us on the Blue Stance channel, and welcome to Chelsea Daily. We try our best to bring you the updates that have happened so far as our darling club is concerned. A big thank you for joining us. We've got so much to talk about today. Of course, I'm sure every Chelsea fan is looking forward to that big news. Everybody can't wait to hear about what is going on with ENZO and when it finally ends with ENZO. I'll tell you a lot about ENZO, but there's big news as well coming in for the likes of Jorginho, the wonderful midfielder of Chelsea, has played so well. And yeah, even Hakim Ziyech as well is in the news. We'll get into all of that. Right now, though, I need you to subscribe to the channel, switch on your notification buttons, and as well, remember to share, always share, and drop your comments, because I know you have loads of thoughts that you would like to share with us. We're very excited to go on with you like this. So welcome once again to Chelsea Daily, and without wasting too much time, let's get straight into it as I tell you about what has been happening at the club. It's been very busy, and you can understand we're some few hours away just to the end of the transfer window, and it means that Chelsea will have to quicken the business and try to finish everything that they've got to finish. It's amazing some of the names that are coming up, but there, clearly we'll look at it. You can't wait for ENZO. We'll talk about ENZO. Let's start now with the midfielder Jorginho. It's an interesting one, and I know this has been debated all over. I'm just asking you the question, what do you think about Jorginho being handed over to Arsenal? Because Arsenal at the moment are exploring a possible move for Chelsea's midfielder. They need the Italian somehow, because they're not too sure how it's going. That we can see those move on the other side is very tough. Brighton are not looking like they want to come to any consensus at the moment. So the Premier League leaders are very light on cover, as we know, for first choice holding midfielders. Thomas Partey with Mohamed El Neni absent through injury is always going to be a problem for them, and they have stated that they have to do something about it. So we know that Arsenal have now expressed an interest in Italy, the Italy international Jorginho. There are other names thought to be in the mix, but with the transfer deadline just over 24 hours away, Arsenal are aware the time and options are running out. Jorginho's contract at the Stamford Bridge expires in the summer, which means Chelsea are at a risk of losing a 31-year-old for nothing if he does not leave on a permanent transfer in this window. So that's probably why Chelsea are also going to be exhausted in this one. They're looking at the possibilities, and also knowing in the back that they have to go for their midfielder ENZO if some money is going to come in, but at what cost. They have to make sure that there's really proper cover for when Jorginho leaves. Let me know what you think about it. Jorginho to Arsenal, is it safe? I mean, we played against Fulham the last time, and it was Willian who scored the goal. But what do you make of it? Chelsea allowing Jorginho to go to Arsenal. We've seen a number of Chelsea to Arsenal moves, and so yeah, once we have cover, my take is, well, if we have enough cover, that's fine. If ENZO and the likes are coming in, then we can surely go on and see it. Another midfielder who is right in the mix as well is Hakim Ziyech. Now, Paris Saint-Germain are in talks to sign him on loan from Chelsea with an option for a permanent transfer. Now, remember that the Blues are open to letting the 29-year-old winger leave the club in January after signing multiple attackers, including Mikhailo Mudryk, Noni Madueke, and Joao Felix. So it remains unclear whether an option to buy will be included as talks continue, but all parties are positive that a deal to see Hakim Ziyech remain in Paris for at least 6 months will be concluded. Now, the World Cup semi-finalists has been keen to leave Chelsea for almost a year after losing his place under Thomas Tuchel, and he has only recently regained it due to an injury crisis inside Chelsea at West London. So Chelsea have fielded interest from Newcastle, but declined to allow the Morocco international, strengthening a Premier League rival. Meanwhile, we know that Everton, AS Roma, AC Milan have all been tracking Hakim Ziyech in the January transfer window after Manchester United expressed an interest in signing him over the summer. Hakim Ziyech's current contract with Chelsea expires in 2025, and that actually really raises the prospect of a possible return in the summer. So there's quite some time in there, and so they'll be looking forward to getting it all that. Getting around the news, and the interesting thing is that whatever time you're watching this, there are going to be updates onto it, because it's a fluid situation right around the club as they try to sort out all the deals before the end of the transfer window. That's just some 24 hours away, right? So let's talk about ENZO. Benfica's ENZO. The club have been calling for 120 million euro. They said that was the buyout clause, and Chelsea need to provide that buyout clause. They need to pay that buyout clause before anything can set out. It's been an interesting run. Let me tell you about how it went down today. We know that the 22-year-old who played at the World Cup in Qatar for Argentina and helped them to win the tournament by beating France in the final only joined Benfica in the summer. Now they paid 10 million euros to Argentina side River Plate to sign him, plus a further 8 million euros in add-ons. Now, Chelsea have already spent close to 200 million pounds this month, with Ukrainian forward Mikhailo Mudryk joining from Shakhtar Donetsk in a deal worth up to 88.5 million pounds. The club has also signed David Datro Fofana from Norwegian side Molde, Benoit Bediashile from Morocco, Andre Santos from Brazilian club Vasco da Gama, Noni Madueke from PSV Eindhoven, as well as João Felix on loan from Atletico Madrid. So now they are seeking a successor for Jorginho, who is set to become a free agent this summer, and saw a 55 million bid for Brighton midfielder Moses Caicedo rejected earlier this month. It's as simple as that. Chelsea have gone into it again and have promised that they are going to pay 120 million pounds buyout clause to get ENZO. The only problem is that Chelsea are aware of financial fair play rules and are willing to pay this sum in 6 installments. They are so eager to get it. The club is so eager to get ENZO. They have even made a promise they will likely to pay more than 120 million, euros. They're looking at doing some 10 million euros more. This will be a Chelsea club record if it happens. It's absolutely crazy. 120 million euros is close to about 105, 106 million pounds. That's the story right now. So it's very fluid and everybody's going through it. What have you made of it? Are we paying too much for ENZO? Are we bending over backwards for ENZO? Or do you think it's important to get ENZO in the club because we are likely to see some players like Jorginho and co leaving? Let's just find out what you think, what you really feel, and what's going through your mind. Drop your thoughts down in the comment section, and we're very, very happy to pick it. What a busy day it has been. It's been an extremely busy day, and I can imagine that the next few hours will be just the same way until the end of the transfer window. Woof! Chelsea Daily. It's fantastic. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you're watching us for the first time. Turn on the notifications, share, drop your comments in that section, and we're always happy to come your way. We'll definitely sit again very, very soon to talk about where all of these wonderful moves have actually gotten to.